quick disclaimer, because like everything, this video became immediately outdated within a second of me editing it. And by that, I mean at least 2 of the actors here seemingly decided not to retire. One of them being Osamu and the other one being the football guy from Forze. Even though they originally said they were retired, they seem to have come back into acting. So do disregard those 2 specific examples. Thank you. I know this may be out of your pay grade information-wise, but do you know why so many tokusatsu actors just seemingly vanish? I don't mean just retired, I mean flat out disappear from the public.
I think I can answer.
I don't know for
I think I can answer this one.
Well, I don't know the real answer for a lot of it, but mostly it's because a lot of them just they don't even retire, they just quit.
That's pretty much it.
They legit just quit.
A lot of them just kind of fall out of the acting industry in general. A lot of them just kind of don't want to be in the spotlight anymore. Some of them move on to other things. Some of them don't really want to be associated with tokusatsu for a variety of reasons. There are a few reasons I know certain actors have dropped out that I can't share for obvious reasons.
Well, like Vulcan from 01, like he just quit. And rumor has it, again, this is unsubstantiated, nobody knows for sure, but rumor has it he went on to be a lawyer. If he did, cool, great for him. If he didn't, I don't know what he's doing. Doesn't really matter.
I mean, to be fair, he wouldn't even be like the 5th tokusatsu actor who became a lawyer. So
exactly, but like that's the thing. Like I think a lot of tokusatsu actors get in it, ironically for the money, just to get a quick paycheck and go to something else. Like, look at Osamu from Hibiki. He's a chef now. A chef or restaurateur? I don't remember which one.
Kind of the same. I know Lee Angle's a chef now, so.
He is a chef now. Yes. Ooh. But a lot of those people, like, they do things. They do tokusatsu, and either they decide that acting isn't for them, or the money was good enough where they can just go and do something else. It's a multitude of things. You know, a lot of people go into different careers. A lot of people go to school. A lot of people, because you got to remember, a lot of these tokusatsu actors started when they were pretty young. Yeah. And a lot of them might just go back to school. Like, a lot of them couldn't just go to college. Like, they started at 18, go to school and go to college, and that's pretty much it. And which is probably why I think a lot of them can come back so easily, and some of them just choose not to. It's weird, and it's one of those things where I don't really have a definitive answer. I mean, of course, you have like Gokai Silver, who can't come back, or Gills, who can't come back. So
I mean, they don't necessarily count because they never really went anywhere career-wise. Yeah, because they had still been pretty well. I know Silver was at the very least a pretty active actor, but a lot in general, I think it is just a lot of them were kind of done with acting and they just wanted to stay out of the spotlight. They didn't want the attention, and
that's
it's
the thing.
Understandable. Yeah.
In Japan, a lot of the actors, and this is also something I know with idols, what they do, when they leave the spotlight, Japan does respect their wishes and doesn't like report on them anymore. Essentially, when you leave the spotlight, you're done.
Well, I know the I don't remember his name. Football dude from Forza. He retired not too long ago.
I can't remember his actor's name. Yeah.
But he retired. He was in a pretty okay, like a decently popular anime for a little bit, but he retired. I don't know if the girl who played Miyu from Forza does anything anymore. Obviously, Meteor and Forza, obviously. Yeah. But everybody else, I don't think they do anything anymore. Yuki's actress, I mean, she was in the cult.
She's not in the cult anymore.
Was, yeah. But it's one of those things where I think a lot of them, they either don't want to act anymore, or the unfortunate part that I don't think we mentioned, the unfortunate thing is they don't go anywhere afterwards.
Yeah.
They don't get popular. Like, writers becoming popular to the point of like superstardom has only been a thing since like a consistent thing, I should say. It's only been a consistent thing since like Gaim.
Pretty much.
Like, of course, you had the the off ones, like, you know, you had Hiro Mishishima, you had Seto Koji, you had Takeru Sato, but then you had like Decades actor. He's not really that big of an actor.
Masahiro Inoue?
He's not really that big.
He's pretty big.
Not in like acting terms.
I mean, in terms of like
Shotaro from
career
Double.
and spotlight, yeah, he's definitely not as big as say like Takeru Sato or I guess to name a most recent example, Ryoma Takeuchi, who's really broken out in the spotlight now.
I mean, he was already big before.
No, he
now
was,
he's
but
bigger.
I mean, like now, just like in general, like so many people are gonna know him because he was in the Yakuza show.
Yeah. I can't remember his name now. Suda from Double.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you know, poor O's had to do the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, like that's the thing too, is that a lot of times they fall out of the spotlight because they just kind of never had a career beyond maybe like one other show or Tokusatsu, and you know, as much as a shame it is, they just kind of have to go back to regular work, and nobody ever really recognizes them. So, and you know what? For some people, they probably prefer that. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, with O's, it wasn't really his fault.
No,
so.
no, it was not.
That wasn't his fault. But you know what? At the same time, I also provide a counter question to the person who asked this. You say fallen out of public eye. However, I would say you should probably look into the stages, like the stage plays and theater, because a lot of Tokusatsu actors go into theater after they're done with their TV career. Gatak, Dan, shit. I mean, you can count on your fingers how many Sentai actors have come, and you'll need 5 more fingers to count them all. You know, a lot of Tokusatsu actors go into theater afterwards. So
A lot go into.
it's not so much that they.
Yeah, a lot of them too. Also, that stay in the industry don't necessarily stay as actors, like like on-screen actors. Like they'll do a lot of stage shows or plays, or they'll become voice actors. Like, of course, look at Mao, fucking huge. Ninja Blue is still a pretty big voice actor. Kenji Matsuda, who was Zanki and Jiro, he's
Mega
a pretty
Blue is a
consistent
voice actor now.
True. Yeah, did I not say him? I thought I said him already.
You said Ninja Blue.
I think you did.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mega Blue's a voice. Yeah, he was. That's
He's
right.
Endel.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. And of course, there's always what? Denji Green. Yeah, Denji Green is, of course, you know, the most unstoppable anime villain, Madara Uchiha, as I always have to bring up.
Which is always base as fuck. But again, like it's one of those things where, in the public eye, maybe you may not see them, but they are there. So it just depends on what you mean by that. If you mean like full on just disappear, it's usually because they just don't want to act anymore. They just don't feel like it, and that's okay. I am okay with that, because a lot of times the unfortunate fact is that there's just nothing for them.
Yeah, a lot of times
I will say though,
get typecast and they just kind of can't break out of it, which is a common thing for a lot of actors, to be fair.
For any actor.
Or just it's, you know, no work comes their way, or they decide they don't want to do something. Yeah, there's a lot of different angles, and it's kind of really hard to pinpoint one real specific thing or another over.
And let's not forget, acting is very, very competitive. Hell, AJ and I know that.
Indeed. I will say, if you want to see an actor that went out of the spotlight and is actively crawling his way tooth and nail, ironically, is Shunishime from fucking Ghost.
Jeez.
No, like seriously, that guy's been on a fucking grind. If you look at his Twitter, holy shit, that guy's in fucking everything.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
I was gonna have a whole bit about that once we finally got around to Ghost, so I'll save my little talks about that for then.